We will be resuming with everything. Uh, Great. So, guys, welcome to RJ Academia. This is going to be our very first webinar, and in this webinar, we will be discussing majorly about the US taxation. What exactly is the market size for the US taxation? I will be introducing myself as well. Apart from that, what are the job opportunities that you guys will be getting once you have entered into US taxation? And the major important thing which I have been observing from a from last few couple of years, that is what is the salary bandwidth if the person is at entry level or if the person is at experience level. So these all questions or all queries we will be discussing about them in this particular webinar, and feel free to ask me any questions that you have. Do not hesitate in asking anything, whether that doubt is related to the salary, whether doubt is related to the market size, the courses that are available, how we can enter into US taxation, what are the drawbacks, what are the hindrances, what are the hurdles that you will be facing into US taxation if you want to enter or work around with this domain. So, guys, welcome to the very first webinar. My name is Rishabh Jain. Let me introduce myself, what exactly I'm doing, what exactly I am. I'm from Rajasthan. My professional entire career has been based on US taxation. So I am a certified public accountant, licensed from the State Board of Montana. I've been working into US taxation from past 5 years, and I have been dealing into almost all the returns that are there in US taxation. Okay, now if you name it, whether it's a corporate sort of return, whether it's a US based return, sorry, not international based return, whether it's an individual return, HNI return, complex return cost, consolidated level returns, name those kind of returns, I have worked upon it. So there is one saying about me in my in my career, that is jack of all and master of none. So that is true, because I've been working on almost various returns. So I haven't specialized, or I would say I've never mastered one particular domain, but I am a generalist. So we have a physician, we have an MBBS, and we have a surgeon. So I can say that I am in a midway of a surgeon and a physician. So I have the knowledge of all those returns and how this industry is been working. So I have been closely monitoring on this particular area. Uh, so before we jump into this slides and everything gets busy. How many of you are already into US taxation and are currently working into US taxation? Please say yes. Those who are into US taxation. Good morning, Mahaboob. Correct. Okay. So Narendra said he is from US taxation. What about others? Who else are from US taxation? Okay. We are fresher. Okay, got it. Not a problem at all. I'm currently working in bank and sales and want to switch. Perfect. Then that this would be a very great option for you, because at this point of time you will have a better understanding. Those who are freshers and those who are already into this area, they have a different point of view. For those people who are already into US taxation, they already have tasted the blood, that how the US taxation work, what exactly is the strength, the background, and what are the qualifications, or whether our career is going to boom or not. These people are already having the experience, but this webinar is made for people like you, because I want to show the exact understanding of US taxation and how you can enter it, what exactly are the pros and what exactly are the cons into this industry. I will show you every single element over there. What about others? Those who are not from the US background or US taxation background, please say no, so that I can have a idea. So Kartike, Tejas, Mehboob, Sandhya, I guess I named it correctly. Understood. So I believe most of you are from a non US background, and you do not have any understanding about US taxation or the courses that are available in the market, so that that could be an entry point for you to enter into US taxation. Uh, So now, without wasting any further time, let me share my screen and then you can have a look about this particular industry. I hope that is fine. Let's dive into it. Let's explore the US taxation. What's there in it? What are the opportunities that are available? Uh, Also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you some of the vacancies, sorry, some of the vacancies that are currently available, and in order to apply for the vacancies, what exactly is the minimum requirement, whether freshers can be and apply for those kind of vacancies, where these vacancies are available, also which qualifications a interviewer generally prefer while you are applying for those kind of jobs. So I was there in a interview panel, and I'll tell you one thing very straightforward. We get hundreds and hundreds of CV on daily basis, and it just take us 3 seconds to give a glance on a particular CV. And in those 3 seconds, if we identify that yes, these are the important element that we should give a more consideration, or that CV can get shortlisted, we can just analyze it in just 3 seconds time frame. So if you are scrolling a video on your Instagram and you just see a ad over there, if that ad is engaging in the first 3 seconds, you will watch that video, or you will watch that advertisement. Similarly, for those CVs as well, if we have that kind of thing which we require for our vacancies over there, we will just have 3 seconds window, and that will decide whether your CV is going to be shortlisted or not. And what exactly is that thing that is going to hook us onto your CV? The first and the very most important thing is the credentials. And those credentials are either what we generally used to see. If we are into US taxation, we will be seeing only two things as of now. We will be seeing what? Certified public accountant, CPA, or second thing, enrolled agent. If these two things are, one of them is mentioned over your CV, 100% we are going to stop over there. We will read out your entire CV, and most probably you will be shortlisted and you will be getting a call for the interview. So, my dear friends, this is the myth that I'm generally facing or generally seeing in this industry, that any person can enter into US taxation. True. That is true that any person can enter into US taxation, but they are not going to get the salary which you deserve, which you want, or which you are looking forward. Maybe you are going to get a salary of 3 lakh, maybe you are going to get a salary of 5 lakh, but you will be exploited, my dear friends. How? Why? When I said exploited, 3 lakhs in just rupees 3 lakh per annum, you will be doing the work which an enroll agent is doing at a say at a salary of 8 lakh, 10 lakh, or 50 lakh. We will get into it, how much salary you will be getting, or what is the entry point. I'm just giving you a glimpse about it. So, do you really think that entering is easy, but the sustainability over there is difficult? What exactly is your point of view? How, or what is the best way to enter into it? How you can enter into it? Any guessings, anything? This webinar is not like to, like me talking all the time. It's just an interaction between you guys as well as me. So I would really appreciate if you can just answer me, keep on answering, keep on pushing your queries, questions. I will definitely answer you. So someone has mentioned that after qualifying three papers, my dear friend, you have mentioned it very correctly. But which three papers? By becoming an enroll agent. Correct, my dear friends. You have mentioned it very exactly, that you have to become an enrolled agent in order to qualify or enter into a US taxation. So, my dear friend, you have already pointed out very correctly. And now let me share my screen and let's dive into it. What exactly is the US tax market in India, and how we can exploit, or how we can explore it into the US taxation. So allow me a second and I will be sharing my screen. Hello. Sorry, guys. I guess there was some error into my system. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Just say yes or no if you can see me or hear me. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, can you please tell me which screen is available at you? Which screen can you see? Can you see the presentation, the market analysis sector? Great. Full screen is available. Thank you so much. So, let me tell you how this thing works. The first thing first is that I will be explaining you the market size of the US taxation. The reason why I'm explaining you the market size of US taxation until unless you guys do not know कि क्या होता है US taxation का क्या market है US taxation का nobody can analyze or nobody can predict that what are the job opportunities or how much we can scale in our life. जब तक आपको उस मार्केट का आइडिया ही नहीं है, मैं अगर सिंपली पुट आप लोगों को ऐसा बोलता हूँ कि एक टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री कैसी है, तो आप एक तरह से एक एनालिसिस कर सकते हैं कि यस दिस इज द टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री इन इंडिया। अब टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री कहाँ पे बूम कर रही है? मेरे मेरे हिसाब से तो सूरत के अंदर बूम कर रही है, मेरे हिसाब से मुंबई के अंदर बूम कर रही है। तो वहां पर जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत सारी है, बट इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि वहां से एक्सपोर्ट और इम्पोर्ट नहीं होता। तो उसी तरह से हमको यहाँ से ये भी एनालिसिस निकलती है कि कितना मार्केट साइज है, कितनी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज है और हम कहाँ पर स्केल अप कर सकते हैं, हम कैसे उसके अंदर रह के अपनी सैलरी को ग्रो कर सकते हैं। तो फर्स्ट एंड द foremost थिंग, द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड वेरी क्रूशियल थिंग दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इज द मार्केट साइज ऑफ यूएस टैक्सेशन। इज देयर एनी गेसिंग कि आप में से किसी को भी पता है कि यूएस मार्केट है या यूएस टैक्सेशन का मार्केट कितना है इंडिया के अंदर? एनी गेस वर्क? गलत भी होगा चलेगा, आई ऑलवेज एंटरटेन रॉन्ग आंसर्स एज वेल, बट जस्ट आंसर। No, I'm asking about the size in terms of money, not in terms of city or in place where these centers are located. I'm asking you in the number, what is the market size of this industry? Okay, Kartike Singh said that nearby 1 billion USD. Okay, not so sure about the numbers. Mehboob, not a problem. So, my dear friend Kartik, you are nearly close to this thing, but today I will tell you how or why, from where you have listened to this. But yes, I'm very much shocked that you have predicted nearby number. So, how we are going to reach out to this number, I will be explaining you. This industry is not maybe more than 10 billion. No, 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 no. 10 billion is huge amount. 10 billion, if the 10 billion industry is in India, I would say nobody would be doing or nobody is going to shift into Indian taxation or Indian accounting. So 10 billion is huge amount, my dear friend. Maybe after a couple of years, it could be a 10 billion industry here in India. But as of now, it is not a 10 billion industry. Uh, so let me tell you, how many of you have heard about the funnel? Have you heard about this kind of thing, funnel? The word funnel itself, funnel, funnel, funnel. Okay, no problem. So, this entire presentation has been made by using 98 websites. So, I have worked around 98 websites. I have picked out all the information, required information, which is going to be very very information, and I can give you details of all those website as well where I have taken these kind of references. So, this entire presentation is backed out on the base of a complete research. Those numbers are being based out on the research that has been done either by the Deloitte, KPMG, PwC, or Naukri.com or whatsoever. So these information are not just cooked information by on my side. These are the information that is being available over the internet. I have used the shaktiya of internet to get to this conclusion. So in short, what I would say, there is no predetermined market size available as of now. So if you try to google and if you try to analyze and you just mentioned it, what is the market size of the US taxation here in India? My dear friends, you won't get a exact answer. You will be getting multiple references over here, but what exactly is the market size? It is currently unknown. It is not completely identified. So how I came to this conclusion? So I've used a top-down funnel method. Now, what exactly is the top-down funnel method? Let me see if I can show it to you or not. Probably I cannot make those kind of drawings as of now, but still, the funnel. If you have used that funnel when we use it when we use it for inputting a पेट्रोल, अब हम अपनी कार के अंदर अपनी बाइक्स के अंदर एक फनल टाइप यूज करते हैं ताकि पेट्रोल इजीली चला जाए। या हमारी मम्मी लोग क्या करते हैं, एक बहुत बड़ा सा जरीकेन लेकर आते हैं, उस जरीकेन के अंदर अपने छोटे से कैन के अंदर अगर वो ऑयल को डिस्पेंस करते हैं तो एक वो फनल यूज करते हैं। तो सिमिलरली फनल वही होता है। तो फनल को यूज करने का क्या मेथड है? सबसे पहले मैंने लिया कि क्या पूरी की पूरी इंडस्ट्री है बीपीओ की, बिजनेस प्रोसेसिंग आउटसोर्सिंग की इंडस्ट्री क्या है इंडिया के अंदर। उसके बाद में मैंने एनालाइज किया कि केपीओ की क्या इंडस्ट्री है। उसके बाद में मैंने एनालाइज किया कि फाइनेंस एंड अकाउंटिंग की क्या इंडस्ट्री है। और उसके बाद में मैंने एनालाइज किया कि यूएस का कितना शेयर है इस पूरे रेवेन्यू के अंदर। और उसके बाद में मैंने ये एनालाइज किया कि मार्केट साइज कितना है यूएस टैक्सेशन का इंडिया के अंदर। तो ये फनल का मेथड यूज करके हम लोग या मैं अपनी रिसर्च के थ्रू इस कंक्लूजन के अंदर आया हूं कि कैसे, हाउ and what is the exact size of the US tax industry. Though this is basically an estimated number, this could go even beyond what I am going to show it to you in some time, but this would give you an estimated idea. To be honest, none of the big four, none of the big 10, or none of the big 50 firms that are working in India, I can say even Deloitte, I can say the name of EY, KPMG, PwC, name it, none of them have issued any report or mentioning it that this is the actual size of US taxation in India. But if we can use the reverse psychology, we can use the top-down approach, which I can say top-down funnel method. We can exactly predict how or what is the exact size of our US taxation. So this is the basic idea how this research has been conducted, how the funnel has been created, and how I have layered out every single element and came to a conclusion that this is going to be the bandwidth of the US taxation by year 2024. And I'm going to tell you how or at which speed the US taxation is growing annually in India. Okay. So, do you have any other queries up till here? I hope, I think nobody is answering, so probably everyone is fine by it. So let's move on to the next slide and see what exactly is the amount. Okay, so now we have some interesting numbers over here. So the market capitalization estimated figure for the US tax industry is still not clear. So as I have mentioned, I have used the top-down funnel to do the research. So as of 2024, the market size of the entire BPO, business processing outsourcing, here in India is around $49.87 billion in India. My dear friends, have focus on this number. $49.87 billion company or outsourcing industry is being established in India. BPO is the broader perspective. So we are at the top of the funnel and we are talking about the BPO side. So whatever sources of income that has been outsourced in India, that is called considered as the BPO. Now, if you narrow it down, now let's narrow it down and let's talk about the market size of the KPOs, knowledge processing outsourcing. That is around the 20% here in India. So first layer, if you could understand, or if you can relate with this kind of hypothesis, that is $49 million is the entire outsourcing industry, entire outsourcing. Whether you are getting work from USA, UK, Canada, Australia, South Africa, whether you are outsourcing or you are insourcing or inbounding any kind of work from other countries, that is your business outsourcing, business processing outsourcing industry. A part of that is called as, from the funnel, from the BPO, there is one more element which is called as knowledge processing outsourcing. Knowledge processing outsourcing industry currently deals with few elements. I'll give you some example. Our pharmaceuticals, our banking, our credit cards, our insurance, our accounting, our finance industry. These all industries comes under the comes under the head which is called as KPO. Now, funnel 49.8 billion dollar, and out of that we have the KPO, which is around to 20%. This has been a research, and the data is available over the internet, over the market. I can provide you all those kind of information. Please tell me whether you would like to have a look on those information. I can share it with you once the webinar is completed. So, are you guys interested in having a look on those 98 websites where this data has been fetched? Great. Now, we have analyzed that what exactly is the size of our KPO. So, from BPO, we have reached till the KPO side. The market size of the KPO industry here in India is around $9.974 billion. Someone has said that it's around $10 billion. So if he is relating with this kind of line or statement or somewhere he has researched it, yes, that is true. But the KPO is the broader perspective. US taxation would be part of this KPO. Okay. Now, BPO done, KPO done. We have a figure which is around 9.974 billion dollar industry here in India by the year 2024. This industry is being calculated at this amount in previous year. Let's talk about to the next layer of the funnel, which is the US share. Now we are coming close to our dream goal or to the dream area where we are going to analyze how much is the share from the US market. So let's say, for example, I have already mentioned that there are multiple countries from which India is outsourcing their work. One of them is the USA, one of them is the UK. You might have heard about ACCA, you might have heard about transfer pricing, you might have heard about CPA Australia. You might have heard about chartered accountants in India. So all these people, or I can say all these countries, are outsourcing work in India. Any guessing? Any guessing why India is being the hub for all these industries to outsource work here in India? What exactly is your psychology, or what exactly is your reasoning that why the work has been outsourced in India based with cheaper labor? Correct, Karthike. Any other guessings? Most affordability because of cheaper labor. 100% true, but we would not never say this word. I would like, और मैं आप लोगों से एक रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा, कभी भी अपने आप को चीप लेबर मत कंसिडर करना. यू गाइस आर नॉट एट ऑल अ चीप लेबर. आप लोग लेबर है ही नहीं. आप लोग जो काम कर रहे हैं, चाहे कार्तिकेय हुआ, चाहे नरेंद्र हुआ, चाहे मोहम्मद हुआ, चाहे महबूब हुआ, या कोई और भी जो इस वेबिनार को अभी देख रहे हैं या आप देखेंगे, never ever consider yourself as the cheap labor. I would say you guys are the perfect professionals for these people. And why we will be getting the answer in some due course of time. Definitely we will reach to this conclusion कि हमारे पास में ही क्यों सारा काम आ रहा है. बट उससे पहले यूएस का मार्केट शेयर की बात करते हैं. तो ऑन एन एवरेज यूएस का जो मार्केट शेयर है केपीओ इंडस्ट्री के अंदर, बीपीओ देन वी हैव केपीओ. अब केपीओ के अंदर वेरियस कंट्रीज आ गई, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, कनाडा, यूरोपियन यूनियंस के अंदर आपका लंदन आ जाता है, आपका रशिया आ जाता है, या और भी कोई भी कंट्रीज हो गई. फिर आपका अमेरिका आ जाता है. इन सब में से सबसे बड़ा और आई कैन से सबसे बड़ा प्राइमरी क्लाइंट इंडिया का कौन है? वो यूएसए है. यूएसए नियर बाय केपीओ इंडस्ट्री के अंदर 55 to 60% के आसपास काम इंडिया के अंदर आउटसोर्स करता है. बट मुझे एक चीज समझनी होगी कि क्या ये सारा का सारा काम जो इंडिया के अंदर आउटसोर्स हो रहा है आज की डेट पे, वो एग्जैक्टली exactly मेरे और आपके लिए रिलेट करता है? क्या वो ही चीज मेरे और आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है? आई वुड से नो। रीजन बीइंग, जब आप यूएस रेवेन्यू शेयर की बात कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है? इसका मतलब ये हो रहा है कि फार्मास्यूटिकल्स भी इंडिया के अंदर आ रहा है। इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा प्लेयर टीसीएस, विप्रो, इन्फोसिस, ये लोग भी तो काम आउटसोर्स कर रहे हैं। मतलब क्या हो रहा है? हमारी आईटी इंडस्ट्री भी तो आ रही है। एक इंडस्ट्री हो गई फार्मास्यूटिकल्स, एक इंडस्ट्री हो गई हमारी आईटी इंडस्ट्री, और एक इंडस्ट्री जिसके अंदर आप और मैं करंटली काम कर रहे हैं वो है यूएस अकाउंटिंग और यूएस आउटसोर्सिंग, यूएस टैक्सेशन इंडस्ट्री। तो ओवरऑल जो हमारे पास में काम आ रहा है केपीओ के थ्रू, जिसका शेयर है 55 to 60%, जिसका मैंने एवरेज आउट करके लिया है, जो कि नियर बाय 57.5% है, which comes around $5.75 billion. This is again a proven, a research backed analysis. No number has been cooked from my end. यहाँ पर कोई भी चीज मिथिकली बात नहीं हो रही है, सब चीज बैक्ड बाय रिसर्च है. इट टुक मी अराउंड 1 month to come out with all these conclusions. अब बात करते हैं, हम एक और रिसर्च पे कंक्लूड हो गए. बीपीओ से हम केपीओ पे आ गए, केपीओ से हम आ गए यूएस मार्केट के शेयर के ऊपर. हमने ये एनालाइज कर लिया कि यूएस मार्केट जो है, जहां से सारा का सारा यूएस का काम आउटसोर्स होता है, इट इज अराउंड $5.735 billion. I even do not know how many zeros are there in a billion. This huge industry it is. Okay, now यहां तक आ गए हैं, तो अब हम हमारे ड्रीम्स और हमारे कंक्लूजन के पास में आ चुके कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज गोइंग टू बी आवर actual size for the US taxation industry. Let's move ahead and finally you will be getting to know the exact size of this industry. अब आ गए हम किधर? हम आ चुके हैं कि हमने यूएस का रेवेन्यू शेयर निकाल दिया, विच इज व्हाट अराउंड $5.7 billion. नाउ दिस $5.7 billion इंडस्ट्री is inclusive of all the industries: pharmaceuticals, IT sector, accounting and finance, credit card industry, complete. But this $5.7 billion, I can say this industry is backed by the US itself. मतलब कि सारा का सारा रेवेन्यू जो भी जनरेट हो रहा है वो यूएस का रेवेन्यू जनरेटेड इंडस्ट्री या मार्केट साइज है इंडिया के अंदर. नाउ द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट व्हाट इज द साइज ऑफ आर एफ एन ए, और आई कैन से finance and accounting. Okay, so as per the research which has been done over the 98 websites, I can proudly say that इंडिया के अंदर जो स्प्लिट सेक्टर है वो दो मेथड्स के अंदर मैंने कैलकुलेट किया है. सेक्टर स्प्लिट और दूसरा है एफ एन बीपीओ मार्केट डेटाबेस के हिसाब से. ऑन एन एवरेज नियर बाय जो रेंज चल रही थी, जिस हिसाब से कैलकुलेशन आया है, $1.6 बिलियन से लेके $1.4 बिलियन की इंडस्ट्री इज देयर इन इंडिया. Now this industry is for only our market, or I can say for the area in which we both are working. You guys are dreaming to come into this industry and I am currently working. मतलब कि accounting, अभी भी हम लोग फाइनली उस कंक्लूजन पे नहीं आए कि यूएस टैक्सेशन का क्या मार्केट साइज है. सो the accounting and finance industry which is being outsourced in India by USA, one of our primary client, is ranging between $1.6 billion to $1.4 billion. So this is the huge size that we have. We as an Indian are outsourcing work directly from USA and get the job done here itself. So do you think that this is the very good market to work, whether you guys are in finance, whether you guys are in accounting, or whether you guys are in taxation? For finance, CFA is one of the prominent course which deals with the financial sectors, and people who are there in finances, they prefer to do with the to go forward with the CFA course. The people who are there into accounting, either generally US people are very much from lenient about hiring an Indian chartered accountants to do their accounting work. And when it comes to the industry, or I would say the US tax industry, which is the part of this entire revenue share, which goes between 1.4 to $1.6 billion, the US market or US taxation size, my dear friends, if we have the drum rolls, you can drum roll it. is around how much? Is around $850 million industry. So I would say it one more time. The US market, or I can say US taxation market here in India by year 2024 is around $850 million industry. If you guys have the calculator, or if you can Google it right now, what would be the exact number in Indian rupees? Can you guys give me a number? If you can just multiply $850 million by 88 as of the now exchange rate, you will be getting the exact number. Please share me on the chat box what would be the number in Indian terms or Indian exchange rate. No, Mehboob, you have mentioned because they are lazy. That's the reason they are outsourcing. No, 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 no. That is completely incorrect. 110% incorrect. If you guys are thinking these people are lazy enough, that is why they are outsourcing it. No, that is not true. But before that, if anyone can tell me what exactly would be the Indian number, Narendra, Mehboob, Kartike, Mohammed, please tell me what exactly would be the Indian revenue or Indian market share of this $850 million. Let's do it. Let's Google it. This industry, okay, the US tax industry here in India by year 2024, it's 7,546 crore industry. So, my dear friends, can you relate it how big this industry is? 8,000 crore industry. 8,000 crore industry means we are very close to Shahrukh Khan's net worth. शाहरुख खान की नेटवर्थ है 12,000 करोड़ डॉलर, 12,000 करोड़ इन INR के अंदर. और यूएस टैक्सेशन इंडस्ट्री की जो मार्केट साइज है वो है 8,000 करोड़. डू यू रियली थिंक कि यहाँ पर जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं होगी? डू यू रियली थिंक हमारे यहाँ पे करियर ग्रोथ नहीं होगा? डू यू रियली थिंक वी कैन नेवर गो to the dreams that we want to achieve, the higher packages, a reputable job, a four-wheeler car, maybe BMW, maybe Mercedes, maybe Audi? क्या हम वो चीज अचीव नहीं कर सकते? 8,000 करोड़ की इंडस्ट्री है और जो ग्रेजुअली हर ईयर, every single year this industry is growing at a CAGR of 10%. मतलब कि in current year 2025 this industry is nearby $940 million. वापस से कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं कि $940 million कितना होता है. It is around it is around 8,300 crore. 8,000, मोर देन 8,000. मतलब मैं आपको ये पकड़ लूं कि 8,500 करोड़ की इंडस्ट्री ये करंटली इंडिया के अंदर है. और जिस हिसाब से हमारा फॉरेक्स चेंज हो रहा है, जिस हिसाब से हमारा यूएस टैक्सेशन जो हमारा आईएनआर वीक होता जा रहा है यूएस डॉलर के हिसाब से, ये इंडस्ट्री बूम करती रहेगी. और एवरी सिंगल ईयर देयर इज नो रीजन for you guys to not enter into this industry. This industry is going to reach at to the top in upcoming 5 years. This industry can grow, or I can say explode in such a way that you and me sitting over here can never understand it. So do you really think, I would ask this question to every single person who is going to watch this video or who is currently into this webinar, please tell me one thing. Do you really think this industry is not going to grow at all? जब मैंने आपको पूरा अपनी रिसर्च करके ये एनालाइज करके दिया है, वो भी प्रॉपर टॉप डाउन फनल मेथड को यूज करके, केपीओस, बीपीओस, यूएस मार्केट शेयर को एनालाइज करके कि आज की डेट पे यूएस का ये मार्केट शेयर है टैक्सेशन का, जो कि ओवर द इंटरनेट इज नॉट अवेलेबल. ये इंफॉर्मेशन बिट्स एंड पीसेस सब जगह से एक्सट्रैक्ट करके ली गई है. डू यू रियली थिंक मैं अगर इसका एकदम होलिस्टिक अप्रोच भी यूज करूं, वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो, देन आल्सो दिस इंडस्ट्री इज अराउंड 5,000 करोड़. 5,000 crore, so huge industry that you cannot imagine how much money you guys can make. And just by entering into it and just by doing one particular course or so, my dear friends, do you really think you cannot grow? Answer me, yes or no. Thank you, Mehboob. What about Kartike? What about Mohammed? Other as well. We have a lot many people who have joined Tejas. We have Sandhya, Charmi. Guys, please answer me. Do you really think you can grow or not? Great. अब यहाँ तक आने के बाद में आप लोगों को क्या फील हो रहा है कि अगर हम लोग यूएस टैक्सेशन की इंडस्ट्री के अंदर एंटर करते हैं तो क्या हमारा लाइफ सिक्योर नहीं रहेगा? आपके दिमाग में कोई ना कोई चीज आ ही रही होगी, फॉर श्योर आ रही होगी। कहीं ना किसी के दिमाग में एक वर्ड आ रहा होगा, मुझे ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है, मैं किसी के मन की बात जान पा रहा हूँ। सर, एक हायर एक्ट नाम की भी तो चीज आई है लाइफ के अंदर, हम भी हायर एक्ट के बारे में सुन रहे हैं। इज दैट ट्रू? आर यू गाइस थिंकिंग द सेम द वे आई एम थिंकिंग? Tariffs, H1B visa, $100,000. Sir, there is one more thing that is coming into my mind. क्या था वो? Tariffs, 100% tariff on Indian goods. 25% tariffs on Indian goods. क्या ये चीजें भी आपके दिमाग में आ रही है? तो आज ही मैं आपको इस चीज का आंसर दूंगा। बट उससे पहले आप लोग बताइए, क्या आप लोगों को ये दिमाग में आ रहा है? Correct, Kartikeya. You have pointed out in a very correct manner, but not in service. 100% true. And this is what I was about to tell you. If you guys are thinking about the roadblocks that are there in this US taxation industry, none. If someone was, I have seen endless number of posts by a lot many people. I can say them Tom, Dick, and Harry kind of people who are just speaking utter nonsense about the higher act. Now, let me tell you the truth. The truth is, higher act is just a proposed act. Okay, tariffs are only imposed on the goods. And just now, I have given you something, the market share of US revenues, which is around $1.4 billion to $1.6 billion. Just imagine this thing. If USA is going to impose the higher act, how terribly their stocks are going to crash in the market. Is there going to be another recession just like we had in year 2008 if higher act ever come into existence? Now, why the higher act is highlighted so many times in this few months? There's one single thing. Just because Trump has imposed H1B visa restrictions, Trump has imposed tariffs on the Indian goods, and that is the reason higher act has gained some popularity. But this is not a act at all. This is a proposed act, and this proposed act has been given by single person up from the 50 states there in USA. Still 49 states have to give their nod for whether to approve it or not. Then there is the houses of parliament, two houses of parliament. This act has to be passed by the both houses of the parliament, and then finally it is going to be approved by the Trump. And my dear friends, Trump is not at all a dumb person. He is the most smart guy for his country, for the United States of America, and he's trying to protect his country. And if he ever thinks to impose this thing, India would not suffer the way USA is going to suffer. So if you are reading the high things about the 25% of restrictions that would be imposed on the salaries that is going to be transferred to the any outsourcing countries, and no deduction would be provided for the salaries that has been provided by the MNCs which are, have the presence in USA, this is not going to take place. And my dear friends, I would like to mention one more thing, very important thing, that number of acts have already been came into existence prior to higher act, and those acts or those proposed bills were thrown into the dustbin because nobody wants to make their country suffer. If you are an industrialist, if you are a business tycoon, you will never harm your country. And if you think these hurdles will suffer, or we will be getting suffered because of this thing, I can tell you one thing: nothing would be going to come into existence, and even certain things are going to be imposed on service industry. It would be in a very इजी मैनर, और मैं बोल सकता हूँ बहुत ही लाइटर मैनर में होगा, लाइटर टोन में होगा, जहाँ पे इंडस्ट्रीज सफर ना करे, कंट्रीज सफर ना करे। 1.46 1.4 टू 1.6 बिलियन की इंडस्ट्री इंडिया के अंदर, और उसका रिवर्स इम्पैक्ट यूएस के अंदर जाएगा। मतलब कि आई बिलीव इलॉन मस्क की एक बोरिंग कंपनी है, आई आई बिलीव दैट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट कंपनी, बोरिंग कंपनी, that is valued at 1.6 billion dollar. So imagine कितना बड़ा impact होगा. So I would just want to take out this myth that has been created on LinkedIn, across the LinkedIn, कि high rate से ये हो जाएगा, tariff से ये हो जाएगा। अपनी service industry is completely saved out. And the biggest landmark that I can prove it right now, maybe all those people who are there in this webinar, you might be doing some transactions on the share market. Check out all those IT industries share. Are they crashing now or they are increasing? Check the TCS share value. Check the Infosys share value. Check the Wipro share value. I do not think the last time that when I checked, none of these shares are making any kind of loss. So I think I was able to communicate my feelings, my insights about the higher ed as well. So are you guys find it fruitful enough that with joining this webinar is giving you some detailed analysis about the US taxation? Thank you, Karthikeyan. Thank you, Sandhya. अब आते हैं, हम यूएस टैक्सेशन का मार्केट समझ चुके हैं। अब बात करते हैं आपकी और मेरी। इस वक्त मैं एज अ ऋषभ जैन, सर्टिफाइड पब्लिक अकाउंटेंट, मैं सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपके ही पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सोचने वाला हूँ। मैं आपके ही पॉइंट आंसर्स क्वेश्चंस का जवाब देने वाला हूँ। ये सारे क्वेश्चंस मुझसे पहले की सब बहुत लोगों ने पूछे हैं, और मैं उधर ही टारगेट करते हुए ये प्रेजेंटेशन प्लस ये रिसर्च करी है। हमारे चैट बॉक्स में, थैंक यू महबूब। हमारे चैट में किसी ने एक चीज बोली थी कि US people, they are lazy. That is why these people are outsourcing their work to India. No, US people are one of the most brilliant businessmen you can ever observe. Just start observing their business model, and you will identify these people are doing something different from the rest of the world. I'm not devaluing that Indian businessmen, our businessmen are something else. These people are brilliant. But from the way I'm thinking right now, the thing that I'm trying to defend is not because I am into this industry. I'm just praising these people, the way these people are working. I'm just praising the efforts these people are putting into their businesses. If I am a businessman and I'm running an academy right now, okay, where I'm providing two courses, enroll agent and CPA. Also, we will be providing CMA in future. Do you really think I would? I just want to give these courses for free of cost. Don't you think I want to make some profits? Yes or no? If I'm running a business, if I'm running a business, do you really think I'm going to do it for free? Or do you think I'm going to make some profit out of the when I'm doing some business? 100%. And if, as a businessman, if you start thinking, what is the best way of making our cost or cost of production or cost of services lower down, that would be very, very beneficial. And that is the same reason why the work has been outsourced in India. If you can see on the slide, in USA, if there is an entry level person, I'm going to share the salary range right now, then you will be identifying, or you will be understanding in a much better way. I'll give you some synopsis about it. First thing is the salary. Second thing is the talent that we people have in India. You and me, we both are talented. You guys are brilliant person. You guys are educated person. You have the command over your English communication. You know how to speak, when to speak, and from where to speak. You also know, as I mentioned, you guys are never a cheap labor. You and me, we both are blue collar employees. We are way much better than any other people in this world. Okay. And all those people who are there in India, sorry, who are there in USA, they are just outsourcing their work in India just because they want to reduce their cost and increase their profits. Okay. And this is in return beneficial element for us. How it is going to be beneficial? If they are reducing their cost over there, we are getting bigger or huge amount of paychecks here in India. How? Let me show it to you. I will come on to this slide in just few seconds. Just give me a second. Where is that? Maybe I just skipped it out. Maybe it's there in the end, but it will come. That slide will also come. But I will show you the bandwidth on an average. I'm just giving you over here. I'm just telling you. I will show you the screen as well in some time. On an average, if there is a person who is having 0 to 3 years of experience in USA, okay, he's getting a salary of around $78,000 on an average. Okay, it would be better if I show it to you. Allow me a second. It's better to show you guys what we are into. Uh, Meanwhile, if you guys have any other query, please put it onto the chat box. I will definitely going to discuss about it. Great. I'm going to share my screen again. Let me know when once you can see my screen. Yes, definitely, Kartika, I will answer you this thing. So, if you are an enrolled agent, now we are talking about the enrolled agent. First thing, see over here. If you are an enrolled agent, and where is the highlighter? Let me check my highlighter. No worries. If you are an enrolled agent, and in USA, if someone is going to hire an enrolled agent in US itself, what is the annual package these people are going to offer? $71,000. $71,000. 71,000 to 78,000 is the on an average package that is being given to an enrolled agent who is there in USA with 0 to 3 years of experience. Just calculate it and provide me a figure like what is the exact salary in Indian terms. It's around 60,000, 60 lakh rupees, probably 62 lakh. Great. Thank you, Mehaboob. 68 lakh rupees. Now just reverse calculate it. If a person who is there in India, a person who is there in India with 0 to 3 years of experience, and that guy has given a salary of 10 lakh, can you reverse calculate it and just provide me an answer in dollars? So in short, 10 lakh divided by 88, how much dollars we are going to get? It's around $11,300. Let's take it round off to $12,000. Imagine the difference, my dear friends. US people are just trying to lower down their cost. Yeah, they are getting an enroll agent here in India with the same talent, with the same knowledge, with the same skill set, with the same years of experience, and then just $12,000. And over there in USA, these people have to pay someone $78,000, which is around 4 to 6 times of what these people are giving to us. Just as a fresher, if you are entering into US taxation and just as a fresher, you will be getting how much salary? 10 lakh, nearby 10 lakh. 8 to 10 lakh is the bandwidth I can say. just as a fresher you can just get this kind of salary. If you are an experienced person, or I can say if you are having an experience of 3 to 7 years, okay, reverse calculated in Indian dollars, in Indian INR, 94,000 into 80 88, how much we are going to get? It's around 80 lakh rupees, probably 80, 85. Let me open my calculator. So it is around 88 into 94,000. So it is around 82 lakh rupees. Okay. And if you are having an experience of 3 to 5 years, 3 to 7 years, you will be getting a package between 10 to 15 lakh, or even more than that, even more than that. So again, if we reverse calculate this thing, if we are just going to reverse calculate it, 15 lakh divided by 88. So approximately how much? $17,000. On one side, these people are going to pay someone who is having an experience of 3 to 7 years a $94,000 salary annually. Here in India, they just have to expense out around $20,000, which is going to be more beneficial. Definitely, people who are there in India, and that is the reason why the work is being outsourced in India itself. Now, if you have understood, or you are able to analyze that why the outsourcing industry is being boomed in India, this is the very same reason. Every single person, you can, if you have the talent, see, honestly, if you have the talent, if you have the skills to enter into into an interview and you prove your worth, if you are able to prove your worth, that no sir, I am my package should be around the $30,000, and you are able to prove this kind of worth and this kind of talent, you can get that kind of salary as well. It is just that how you are representing yourself in front of the interviewers and how you are trying to share your knowledge, that is more important. That this is just the bandwidth I'm going to share, this is the average number that I'm sharing with you across the industry. Now when I'm talking about across the industry, it is because I have taken the figures from top 50 firms here in India. Okay, if you have the talent, this could differ from person to person, but on an average, this is the salary bandwidth. Second thing, there is a huge shortage of accountants in USA. Around 2.5 million accountants are needed in USA to prepare the US taxation work or US accounting work. Now, all those people who are of age like 70, 60 years, these people are retiring now. Most of the CPAs, most of the EAs are retiring in next 5 years, and that is the reason there is a huge gap of number between the tax preparers and tax reviewers and tax partners. And this is the same reason why the work has been outsourced in India. Okay, and finally, we people are very much talented, and take a proud on yourself that while sitting in India, you are able to analyze and you can able to work into US taxation. And imagine $20,000 into 88 would be around 16 lakh rupees in just 2 to 3 years. 2 years you can get this kind of salary, and in 5 years you could even get a salary of 35 lakh. Imagine if you are into a banking industry, if you are into an accounting industry, can you even come close to this thing? Just I'm talking about the Indian taxation or Indian accounting or Indian background kind of work. Can you even come close to this number? If you are into Indian side, by just having 5 years of experience, can you even come close to 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 40 lakh salary? Whereas I have proven this thing, proven figures. I have proven what I can say, payroll, the offer letters, where it has been mentioned that your package is 30 lakh LPA excluding the variable bonus. I've seen people having a package of 80 lakh at the director level. I've seen people having the package of around 55 to 65 lakh at a senior manager or managerial level in just 5 to 7 years. How? That is the biggest challenge. How we can enter into US taxation. Before answering that thing, I would answer you one more thing. The one more important thing, which from a business point of view I'm taking, is the 24-hour of cycle. What exactly this means? When you guys are sleeping, people there in USA are working, and when people who are there in USA, when these people are sleeping, you guys are working. So the work never stops, it keeps on running. So I'll give you my practical example. When I was working as a text preparer in some of the big four, over there, what I have observed, my seniors, they provide me a text written to prepare. I prepare it within 8 to 10 hours. Fair enough, done. When these people are waking up, I send that written for the review. My job is done. By that time, that senior is is sending me another return. In next 24 hours, I'm going to prepare that return and revert it back within 24 hours. So the work never stops. 24 hours the work is going around. So we have a difference between of around 10 to 12 hours, and then within that 10 to 12 hours we are turning around return one by one by one by one. And during the tax busy season, instead of hiring highly qualified people, highly qualified peoples in USA, uh, it is better to hire someone in India with a lesser cost and get the work done. Because over there in USA, there is huge amount of work during the tax season, and this is the one more reason when when where the work is being outsourced, and we have the number of opportunities even during this off season. You can observe that lot many hirings, lot many vacancies are available over the internet. That is the reason outsource is being the work from the US taxation is being outsourced in India. So I have got a question: how many returns can file in a day? Completely depends upon client to client basis. How can we get the client? You do not have to get the client, you just have to get a job. Is it possible to get US tax jobs in USA? Neither. uh, Again, one more myth. Thank you, Mohammed or Mehboob, whosoever this is. Thank you for this question. Enrolled agent or CPA is never a ticket to go straight away to USA. Do remember this fact. This is not a ticket to go to USA. This is just a qualification, because now Mahboob or someone else who is going to answer asking me this question, I would answer you very straightforward answer. Nobody is going to sponsor you $1 lakh of visa. Nobody is going to sponsor this thing. If these people, this is what I'm saying again and again and again and again, that US people want to minimize their cost and they want to increase their profit. And in return, we are getting high packages. So at this time, I can say both of these things are balanced out. Comparison, first comparison, they are reducing their cost, increasing their profit. Over here, people who are there into Indian taxation or Indian accounting, they're getting a low salary, very low salary. Whereas they're working in US taxation, they are getting huge salaries. So that is the reason these people are not uh, now nobody is going to call us because of this H1B visa restriction. Maybe in future it gets lower down, then we get have the opportunity to go back to USA. But for the timing, get this thing myth out of your head, that EA or CPA is not a ticket to your USA dreams. If someone is saying that you can make your career, you can achieve your American dreams by doing CA or sorry ECPA or EA, these people are fooling you. And my dear friends, please, please, please be aware. You are going to spend around 40 to 50 to 60 lakhs, and you will be getting a job which you do not want to do it. And this is going to break your backbone. This is going to create havoc in your life, and I would never suggest to go to this thing when you can earn 20, 30, 40 lakh 50 lakh salary while sitting in your home, while sitting with your family, while sitting with your parents, brother, sister, or your friends. Then that is a good option. Okay, so moving ahead, so we have talked about the industries, we have talked about the salary side. Now we will be talking about the three pillars. There are three pillars where the hiring is key, continuously ongoing. The three pillars are: the first pillar is the Big Four GCC, Global Capacity Center, sorry, Global Capability Centers. Then we have mid-sized firm, which is also called as captive centers, and then we have the Indian KPO providers. Okay, so if we talk about big four, there are we have the four big fours: Deloitte, KPMG, EY, and PwC. These people keep on hiring freshers. Just have the qualification, you will get a good degree. Qualification, go with CPA or go with EA. At RJ Academia, we provide both the courses. We will help you out in qualifying those exams. We will help you out mentoring those exams. We will help you out. We will guide you through all these examination procedure, and also we will be guiding you how you can apply for the jobs. Coming back to the topic, there are the four pillars, which is GCC. Now it is not called as KPO. Now the word has been changed. This is more greater word which I have observed. It is called as global capability centers. Means that, in short, in one line answer, if I can say, you these big fours, they are developing the entire thing in India itself. In short, if the return or a client has been assigned to India, Indian team will be taking care of it from end to end. Preparation, review, signing off, client handling, client submission, and everything is being done here in India itself. And which are these four pillars? KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, and EY. And these companies are currently hiring on ongoing basis. Even a fresher, Indian fresher, can apply with 0% zero experience. But the शर्त is कि एक qualification आपके पास में होनी चाहिए, and you should have that qualification if you want to achieve a good salary, if you want to target for a good salary. Okay. So I got one more question. How much we can charge per return? Like 1040. Again, client to client basis, depending upon your client, depending upon the number of hours you are going to spend on that return, depending upon the complexity of the return. If it's an HNI, you can charge even $10,000. I have seen there's one of my clients for which my firm was charging $10,000 for the preparation, review, and signing of the return. I've seen one client for which my firm was charging just $500. So it completely depends upon the approximation. There is no approximation. You have to analyze your client. Everything in India, again, you have to change your mindsets. In India, either in India everything is being standardized. 500 रुपए रिटर्न प्रिपरेशन के लिए, 1000 रुपए थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स, 1500 हो गया हल्का सा कॉम्प्लेक्स. बट इन यूएसए इट डज नॉट डिपेंड. Charging depends upon per hour basis. How much hours you are spending onto your client. On that basis, you will be charging your client. And your per hour return charging depends upon the number of years of experience you have. I am having 5 to 6 years of experience. I can charge even $500 per hour. It's my call. Again, completely dependent upon to your client. You have to analyze your client. Then the second pillar, which is called as the captive centers, in which we have BDO, we have Eddie Bailey, we have other firms, example Sketch, BEG Advisor, Eisner Emperor, Uber, AIG, and Amazon as well, which is there having a presence in Hyderabad. All these companies are also hiring. They are growing at a very fast speed. One more company that I missed naming, RSM, which is there in Gurgaon. Even these companies are hiring freshers. A huge number of opportunities even right now as we are speaking. There are some vacancies that are popping on in LinkedIn right now. Okay. Then we have a couple of industries or couple of KPOs who have made a tie-ups with other CPA firms there in USA. So these Indian KPOs, I will name that, whether it's QX Accounting, KMK Associates, then we have Outsourcing Hub India, then we have Madras Accounting, VGM Global. There are so many. Then we have Infinity Globals, we have MyCPE1, so many firms. These people, what these Indian KPOs are doing, they are making a tie-up with the US based CPA firms, and over there they are outsourcing the work straight away to India. So these are not the clients. They are not interacting directly with the clients. They are interacting with the CPA firms. Now these CPA firms are either a small size CPA firms, mid size CPA firms, and they are tying up and they are transferring the returns here in India. So if you are working in QX Accounting, you will be working onto the client from which the work has been outsourced in India, rather than working directly with the client. So if you are working with GCC, you will be straight away getting in touch with whom? With the client itself. Whereas if you are working with the KPOs, you will be getting in touch with the CPA firms. Okay, did you understood the difference over here? Do you have any guys? If you guys have any problem, anything you would like to ask me regarding the uh, big four, the three pillars that I have shown you. If you have any other queries, please speak up. Let me know your queries. Let me know how much you have understood, whether you are understanding or not. This is the main objective. Okay, now the how we can start practical training. What do you mean by practical training? I do not follow this point. Account bird, a nice name by the way, account bird. uh, uh, Meanwhile, you guys are popping down your queries. These centers or the locations where you can find the job easily, it's there in Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Pune, Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida. Ahmedabad, Bangalore, and Hyderabad are the prominent places where the job opportunities are flowing, flooding like anything. You can get any job over there in US taxation. Multiple. Ahmedabad is the hub for the outsourcing. Now these two cities, Bangalore and Hyderabad, they are growing at a very fast pace, and lot of opportunities are available. Sir, बोले जा रहे हो lot of opportunities, दिखा भी दो, चलो वो भी कर देते हैं आपकी सेवा में हाजिर. फाइलिंग ऑफ टैक्स रिटर्न, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन वन थिंग स्ट्रेट. मैं अगर एक एग्जांपल लेता हूँ, उसको थोड़ा सा रिवर्स करके समझाता हूँ. एक यूएस का बंदा है, इंडिया के अंदर आके उसने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी करी. ठीक है, चलो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी नहीं करी, मैं दूसरे वे में बताता हूँ. उसने एमबीए करा. ओके, और उसने एमबीए करके सीधा वो घुस गया क्लाइंट आउटसोर्सिंग के अंदर. वो क्लाइंट्स को पकड़ने लग गया, इंडिया के ही. यूएस का बंदा है एकदम फिरंगी, और वो एमबीए कर लिया, आईआईएम से एमबीए कर लिया. और सिर्फ बुकिश नॉलेज होने के बाद में वो सीधा अपना एक ऑफिस सेटअप करता है, लेविश सा ऑफिस सेटअप करता है, वो स्टार्ट कॉलिंग करता है, वो कोल्ड कॉल्स करना शुरू करता है. प्लीज टेल मी, would he able to get any clients? Okay, why? मेरा सवाल अब यहीं पर आता है, why? क्यों? क्यों नहीं वो उन क्लाइंट्स को अक्वायर कर सकता है? एग्जैक्टली माई पॉइंट. सो समवन, अकाउंट बर्ड, मुझे नहीं पता आपका नाम क्या है, बट यू हैव मेंशन हाउ वी कैन डज नॉट, नहीं लाइसेंस, इट्स समथिंग डिफरेंट, इग्नोर द लाइसेंस पार्ट. आपका जो सवाल था, हाउ वी कैन स्टार्ट फाइलिंग द टैक्स रिटर्न्स. सो इन ऑर्डर टू फाइल द टैक्स रिटर्न्स, सिंपली पुट, आपके पास में वो एक्सपर्टीज नहीं है, आपके पास वो एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है. अगर आपको क्लाइंट एंगेज करना है या आपको क्लाइंट बनाना है, पहले आपको नॉलेज होना चाहिए कि वो रिटर्न कैसे प्रिपेयर किया जाएगा. ओके, जब आपके पास में वो नॉलेज आ गया, आज मेरे पास में 5 से 6 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, और उसके बाद में मैं क्लाइंट्स को एंगेज करता हूँ, मुझे पता है उनके जो सवाल आने वाले डे 0 वर्सेस डे 5, जो ऋषभ जैन है उसमें रात दिन का अंदर है. कहने का क्या मतलब, डे 0 के ऊपर मैंने जब सीपीए की डिग्री हासिल करी थी 2020 के अंदर, और उसी दिन मैं मार्केट के अंदर अपना ऑफिस खोल के बैठ जाता हूँ, and I start advertising myself. Hey, I'm Rishabh Jain with the 0 years of experience. I can file your return in just $5. Nobody is going to come at my door and knock at my door and even tell me, please file my return. In order to file the tax returns, you should have a minimum year of experience. And how you can get a minimum year of experience? By doing job. At least 1 year or 2 year of job, you will have the expertise, you have the knowledge how to prepare a form 1040, 1061, 1120, 1120 is going too much of technicalities, but yes, that is the truth. थोड़ा सा एक्सपीरियंस आपके पास में होना चाहिए, तब जाके आप आराम से क्लाइंट को एंगेज कर सकते हैं. और अपवर्क और फाइवर ऐसा प्लेस है, ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है where you can engage or where you can work around. Okay. हाँ, कार्तिकेय का कुछ क्वेश्चन आया था, आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट वन मोर टाइम. ये सारी जीसीसी कंपनीज है जिनके अंदर डेलॉइट के अंदर हायरिंग हो रही है. हैदराबाद, बैंगलोर, दिल्ली के अंदर सर्विस इंडस्ट्री हो गई, आप इंटरनेशनल टैक्स, मर्जर एंड एक्विजिशन टैक्स. केपीएनजी का प्रेजेंस है मुंबई, बैंगलोर, गुड़गांव के अंदर. सर्विस जो दे रहे हैं, मतलब जहाँ पे ये लोग हायरिंग कर रहे हैं, वो है यूएस टैक्स के अंदर, जिसके अंदर आपका 1040 इंडिविजुअल बिजनेस के आ जाते हैं, 1065, 1120, 1120 ये सारे फॉर्म्स आ जाते हैं. ईवाई भी हायर कर रहा है, कहाँ के लिए? हैदराबाद, बैंगलोर, गुड़गांव के लिए. इंडिविजुअल टैक्सेशन सर्विसेज के लिए हायर कर रहा है पीडब्ल्यूसी, बैंगलोर, कोलकाता, मुंबई, अगेन इंटरनेशनल टैक्सेशन, और ये सारी. बीडीओ सेम एडवाइजरी के लिए भी हायर कर रहा है. एडी बेली मुंबई के अंदर ही है, इसका प्रेजेंस अभी इतना नहीं है. पार्टनरशिप, कॉर्पोरेट और इंडिविजुअल टैक्स रिटर्न्स के लिए हायर कर रहा है. उबर बैंगलोर के अंदर है, ये यूएस टैक्स एनालिस्ट, ये एक पोस्टिंग मैंने देखी थी उबर के लिए, तो मुझे ये चीज मिली थी. एआईजी, अगर आप लोगों ने वो सुना होगा टाटा एआईजी, तो एआईजी यूएस बेस्ड फर्म है. टाटा और एआईजी इंडिया बेस्ड नहीं है. टाटा ने टाई अप करा है एआईजी के साथ में लाइफ इंश्योरेंस के लिए, तो वो लोग भी यूएस टैक्स स्पेशलिस्ट के लिए हायरिंग कर रहे हैं. अगेन उनकी ही वेबसाइट से एक्सट्रैक्ट किया हुआ है ये इन्फॉर्मेशन, आप चाहो तो आराम से चेक भी कर सकते हो। फिर आइसनर एम्पर, आई एम सॉरी, गाइस कैन यू हेयर मी, कैन यू लिसन टू मी, जस्ट से यस और नो, थोड़ा सा नेट इंटरप्शन आ गया था। ओके परफेक्ट। आइसनर एम्पर मुंबई के अंदर है, बट मुंबई के अंदर प्रेजेंस नहीं है, ये और एक्सपेंड करते जा रहे हैं। ये बैंगलोर और हैदराबाद के अंदर लास्ट जो मुझे सुनने में आया था, इवन अहमदाबाद एक्सपेंशन मोड के अंदर है, ये हायरिंग कर रहे हैं, फ्रेशर्स की भी हायरिंग कर रहे हैं, और सेम यूएस टैक्सेशन के अंदर हायर कर रहे हैं। क्यों जेनपैक्ट, जेनपैक्ट तो हर जगह आपको मिलेगी, मेरे होम टाउन के अंदर जेनपैक्ट है। क्यूएक्स ग्लोबल अगेन अहमदाबाद बेस्ड कंपनी है, यहाँ पे भी हायरिंग हो रही है। केएम के अगेन अहमदाबाद बेस्ड केपीओ है, इधर भी हायरिंग हो रही है। हैदराबाद के अंदर इन्होंने नया ऑफिस सेटअप किया है। वॉल्टो कंसल्टिंग एंड एसीसी सोर्स, ये अगेन छोटी मिड साइज एकदम छोटा सा है, ओके, बट हायरिंग हो रही है। ओके सर, हायरिंग 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 हो गई, एक बार हायरिंग का थोड़ा डेमो तो दिखाओ। चलो डन, आपकी सेवा में हाजिर है हम। एक सेकंड का समय दिया जाए मुझे। अब मैं आपके साथ में एक स्क्रीन शेयर करूंगा। ओके, हाँ गाइस, मजा आ रहा है, समझ में आ रहा है, रिलेट कर पा रहे हो कि नहीं, मुझे ये चीज बताइए। मैं राजस्थान से हूँ। ओके, आप लोग स्क्रीन देख पा रहे हैं? जस्ट से यस और नो, कैन यू सी द स्क्रीन, यस और नो, परफेक्ट। ये हायरिंग है टैक्स डेप्यूटी मैनेजर की, यूएस टैक्सेशन किसने करी? आइसनर एम्पर, मैंने अभी आपको दिखाया था, आइसनर एम्पर भी हायरिंग कर रहा है। इसके जस्ट एक जगह जाते हैं, मैं अब मैं जहां पर जा रहा हूँ वो मेजर इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है। अगर आपने यहाँ पे नोटिस करा है, यहाँ पर एक वर्ड दिखेगा आपको, सीए, सीपीए, एनरोल्ड एजेंट। एक और एग्जांपल देखते हैं, चलो। ये लोग प्रिफर किसको कर रहे हैं वो चीज दिखा रहा हूँ। ये है सिटीजन गवर्नमेंट जो हायर कर रहा है 1040 एचएनआई के लिए। कहाँ के लिए और किधर के लिए? चलो, ये कितनी बड़ी है? विद ओवर 2500 एम्प्लॉइज इन 22 यूएस एंड इंटरनेशनल ऑफिसेज। चलो ठीक है, ये तो हमारे लिए काम का हो गया। एक बार कोर्स देख लेते हैं ना, कौन से कोर्स के? पोजीशन रिक्वायर्ड, क्वालिफाइड चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, सर्टिफाइड पब्लिक अकाउंटेंट एंड आईआरएस एनरोल्ड एजेंट। अच्छा, इन लोगों को भी यही लोग चाहिए जिनके लिए काम कर रहे हैं। एक और एग्जांपल दिखाता हूँ। मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा, मेरे साइड में एक लिंक है, मैं उसको ओपन कर रहा हूँ, मैंने ये चीजें सेव करके रखी थी। ये वियाल्टो पार्टनर्स करके है, ये शायद बैंगलोर के अंदर है, प्रोबेबली बैंगलोर के अंदर ही है फर्म। ठीक है, इसके अंदर इन लोगों ने ये नहीं लिखा कि कितनी बड़ी फर्म है लिखा हुआ है, हैज ओवर 6500 एम्प्लॉइज इन ओवर 50 कंट्रीज वर्ल्ड वाइड। ठीक है चलो, अपन नीचे देखते हैं। ये वियाल्टो इंडिया की है, ये कोलकाता वेस्ट बंगाल इंडिया की बात कर रहा हूँ, कोई भी आपको कंपनी मैंने आउट ऑफ इंडिया की नहीं दिखाई है। एक बार देख लेते हैं ना, कौन सा फॉर्म फॉर्म हो रहा है 1040 के लिए। एजुकेशन, एनरोल एजेंट इज मैंडेटरी और यूएस सीपीए इज मैंडेटरी। सर एक और दिखा दो, मैं मेरे को भरोसा नहीं हो रहा, आपका हुक्म सराको पर। ये विधम है, विधम भी अहमदाबाद बेस्ड कंपनी है। ठीक है, एक बार इसके अंदर हायरिंग के बाद में देख लेते हैं रिक्वायरमेंट। चलो एक बार एक्सपीरियंस को छोड़ो, आप लोग एक बार के लिए छोड़ दे अपन, क्योंकि इसकी सैलरी की बैंडविड्थ भी बहुत ऊंची होगी। ईए, सीपीए और इक्विवेलेंट इज प्रेफर्ड। अब इक्विवेलेंट कौन सा है? चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हो गया, या तो सीए जाएगा या आप लोगों में से कोई एक जाएगा। तो कहने का क्या मतलब हुआ? आपको और एग्जांपल देखना है, यस और नो में बता दीजिए, मैं और एग्जांपल दिखा दूंगा। डिलॉयट, केपीएमजी, किसी का भी दिखा सकता हूँ, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। देखना है या फिर अपन आगे बढ़ते हैं इसमें? चलो एक और दिखा देता हूँ आप लोगों की खुशी के लिए। अरे ये तो मेरा ही खुल गया, सॉरी। ये अगेन सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की है। ये किसके लिए कर रहे हैं? ये 1065 के लिए कर रहे हैं। इसकी जो वैकेंसी निकली थी, और ये इतनी भी कोई खास पुरानी नहीं, 2 वीक्स अगो की वैकेंसी, जिसमें 49 एप्लीकेंट्स आ चुके हैं जिन्होंने अप्लाई करा है। और मैंने, मेरा ये टेलर नहीं है, ये लिंक्डइन के थ्रू ही मैं सब आपको सर्विसेज दिखा रहा हूँ। बस सिर्फ एक और लास्ट एग्जांपल, फिर मैं आगे बढ़ता हूँ। ठीक है, अगेन IRS enrolled agent, सिंपल वे है ये चीज. स्टॉप शेयरिंग, शेयर अगेन. अब देखा जाए तो मैंने आपको मोटा मोटी सब समझा दिया है कि कौन सी क्वालिफिकेशंस रहेगी, कौन सी चीज रिक्वायर्ड रहेगी और कैसे आप ये सब कर सकते हैं. अब इसका बेस्ट और इजी वे क्या होता है, एनरोल्ड एजेंट. क्योंकि टाइम का शॉर्टेज है, मैं थोड़ा सा स्पीड में लेके जा रहा हूँ. ठीक है, मैं आपको मोटा मोटी आपको एनरोल एजेंट का एक सिनॉप्सिस दे देता हूँ कि आप इस इंडस्ट्री के अंदर कैसे आ सकते हैं और क्या बेटर रहेगा आपके लिए. एंड आजे एकेडमिया इज प्रोवाइडिंग बोथ ऑफ दीज कोर्सेज, वेदर इट्स सीपीए और ईए. ये एक बहुत ही इजी फास्ट मूविंग सब कोर्स है जिससे आप यूएस टैक्सेशन के अंदर आते हैं. इनिशियल पैकेजेस, सर हाउ मच इज द इनिशियल पैकेज फॉर 3 to 4 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस. सी, अगर आप यूएस टैक्सेशन के अंदर ये, ठीक है, अगर आप यूएस टैक्सेशन के अंदर है और आप एनरोल्ड एजेंट है, तो ऑन एन एवरेज जो मेरी नॉलेज है, जैसे कि हमने एक बंदे को हायर किया था, मैं थोड़ा सा उसका एक्सपीरियंस ज्यादा है. परसुइंग का नहीं होगा, परसुइंग को इतना नहीं मिलता है. सब लोग, मैंने आपको क्या बताया था, 3 सेकंड मिलते हैं हमको. 3 सेकंड के अंदर हम सीरीज को लेफ्ट स्वाइप या राइट स्वाइप करते हैं. 3 सेकंड के अंदर अगर हमने कैच कर लिया कि जो भी बंदा है उसकी ये हो गई है, then we will be giving him a weightage. But if he is not a qualified EA or I can say licensed EA, हम लोग इतना नहीं नोटिस करते हैं. मे बी अगर हमको जरूरत होती है तो हम फिर भी उसको देख लेते हैं, अगर हमारे पास में बहुत सारी सीवी नहीं आई होती है. तो उस टाइम पे क्या होगा, पैकेजेस के ऊपर सफर आ जाएगा. अगर आपने एक पार्ट क्लियर किया या 2 पार्ट क्लियर करे तो आपको उतना पैकेज नहीं मिलेगा, जहां पर आप तीनों पार्ट क्लियर करके 6 से 8 लाख के बीच में ले सकते हो. एज अ फ्रेशर मैं बोल रहा हूँ, आपको वही चीज 4-5 लाख मिलेगी. आप लोग खुश रहोगे उसमें. मेरे हिसाब से तो ये एडवाइस ही नहीं करूंगा, मैं किसी को भी कभी एडवाइस नहीं करूंगा. ठीक है, तो ये बेस्ट आइडिया है. अब मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि यूएस टैक्सेशन के अंदर एंटर होने के लिए क्या क्रेडेंशियल्स लगेंगे. एनरोल एजेंट इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट कोर्स that can be completed within a time span of 8 to 12 months. In this, you will have to encounter only 3 papers, which is part 1, part 2, and part 3. All these 3 papers are 100% MCQs. The negative marking is 0, बट इधर रेंज चेंज होता है. यहाँ पर पासिंग मार्क्स जो मिलते हैं आपको, मिनिमम पासिंग मार्क्स चाहिए 105. अगर आपने 105 मार्क्स ऑब्टेन कर लिए तो आप पास हो जाएंगे, बट अगर आप 105 ऑब्टेन नहीं करते तो आप फेल हो जाएंगे. सिंपली पुट, इसका सिंपल सा मैथ्स ये रहता है कि आउट ऑफ दोस 100 एमसीक्यूज, ट्राई टू करेक्ट 75 एमसीक्यूज. जैसे आपने 75 एमसीक्यूज करेक्ट कर लिए, you will clear the exam. Within 8 to 12 months, you can get this qualification, and within 1 year, you can obtain a degree. Obtain a job which is going to be in a pay scale. अगर Big Four में काम करते हो, within 8 to 10 lakh. और बहुत easy है. CPA के comparison, CPA took me around 1.5 year to complete it. But EA, I have completed EA within a time span of around 7 months. बैक टू बैक एग्जाम्स देके, तो बहुत इजीली मुझसे भी हो गया था. और इतना टफ सपोर्ट्स भी नहीं है, इतना टफ सब्जेक्ट भी नहीं है कि आप इसको नहीं कर सकते हो. अब बात करते हैं कि इसके अंदर कॉस्टिंग कितनी लगती है. ठीक है, मैं एक बार कॉस्टिंग के ऊपर आ जाता हूँ ताकि थोड़ा सा और. ओ, ये रही जो मैं सैलरी की और बातचीत कर रहा था आपके पास साथ में. तो दिस वाज द सैलरी व्हिच आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट. ये अगर किसी को कोई स्क्रीनशॉट लेना है तो प्लीज एक बार इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए आप लोग, ताकि आपको थोड़ा और अंडरस्टैंडिंग आ जाएगी. ओके, नाउ वी लेट्स मूव अहेड. अगर आपने ले लिया है तो मैं एक बार आगे बढ़ता हूँ. सिंपली पुट, 100 एमसीक्यूज, पार्ट 1, पार्ट 2 एंड पार्ट 3, एंड डन. ओके, एग्जाम सेंटर्स इंडिया के अंदर होते हैं. एग्जाम आपके ऊपर होता है कि आपको कब एग्जाम में अपियर करना है, और आपको विद इन 15 मिनट जब आप एग्जाम के अंदर जाके अपना एग्जाम को सबमिट करते हैं, यू विल गेट योर रिजल्ट. Once you have got your result done, you do not have to appear for that paper for next 3 years. 3 साल तक का टाइम फ्रेम रहता है बाकी के दोनों पेपर्स को कंप्लीट करने का. अगर आप उसमें कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं, यू विल बी गेटिंग एन एनरोल्ड एजेंट लाइसेंस. ओके, टोटल ड्यूरेशन ब्रेक्स को मिला के और थोड़ा सा ट्यूटोरियल जो भी होता है, वुड बी अराउंड लाइक 4 hours. बट विद इन 4 hours you will clear your examination. Scheduling your examination and the time which you want to opt for to appear for the examination, in which month you want to appear for the examination, on which day do you want to appear your examination, is completely in your hand. Once you are completely prepared for any of these 3 parts, you can appear for the examination. No choice, no preferences. You can opt for any exam as you like. Okay, It's completely upon you. The minimum passing marks is 105. uh, but आपको 105 अगर मार्क्स आ गए आप पास हो जाएंगे, बट यू विल नॉट बी गेटिंग द व्हाट आई कैन से you will not be getting how much marks you have scored. But if you have failed, if you are scoring 104, 100, 108, 101, then you will be getting a score as well. But वन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू एक्सप्रेस, ये पेपर इतने डिफिकल्ट नहीं होते हैं, मैंने खुद ने अपेयर करा है, और इतना डिफिकल्ट लेवल नहीं है कंपैरेटिव टू सीपीए। वहां पर तो आंसू आ जाते हैं, बट सीए के अंदर इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं है। यू कैन इजीली एंटर इनटू एनरोल एजेंट एंड यू कैन इजीली पास योर एग्जामिनेशन। एंड व्हाट आई एम आस्किंग यू, आई एम आस्किंग यू, नहीं सर इसमें क्रेडिट की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं रहती है। इफ यू आर बिकॉम, इफ यू आर ट्वेल्थ पास, खत्म, एंड ऑफ द स्टोरी। आप इवन 12th pass होके भी you can enter into enrolled agent course, and within 8 to 12 months you can pass the examination, and daily basis जितना मेरी requirement है, मैं अपने students को क्या कहता हूँ, I've already taught 100 plus students and all my students are placed in either big 4 or big 10 or big 50 firms. काफी लोग काम कर रहे हैं खुद, काफी लोगों ने टाई अप्स कर लिए यूएस फर्म्स के साथ में भी, बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं। सो व्हाट आई थिंक सजेस्ट यू, प्लीज give 2 hours per day and then you will be able to clear within 8 to 12 months। अगर ज्यादा दे देते हो तो 6 to 8 मंथ में भी ये कोर्स कंप्लीट हो जाता है, और ये लाइसेंस है आपको मिल रहा है, ये कोर्स नहीं है। दिस इज अ लाइसेंस दैट हैज बीन ग्रांटेड बाय द आईआरएस इटसेल्फ। ओके, आईआरएस क्या होता है, वहां का इंटरनल रेवेन्यू सर्विसेज, और आई कैन से इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट। अब इसके अंदर कॉस्ट कितनी इन्वॉल्व होगी, सो मैं आपको मोटा मोटी बता देता हूँ। ओवरऑल इसके अंदर जो कॉस्ट लगती है वो $800 से लेके $900 के लगती है। थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेच भी कर लेता हूँ मैं, एकदम फुल एक्सट्रीम स्ट्रेच करके बताता हूँ। एक्सट्रीम स्ट्रेच $1000 लग गया, एक्सट्रीम स्ट्रेच चाहिए, एक्सट्रीम वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो का भी, वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो का भी, वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो $1000 लगते हैं। तो इसको कोर्स के मतलब इसके तीनों पार्ट के पेपर्स को करने के लिए, पीटिन अप्लाई करने के लिए आपको स्पेंड करना पड़ेगा, अगर मैं एक्सट्रीम सिनेरियो ले जाता हूँ तो अराउंड ₹88,000। बट इसको लोअर साइड में जो रीजनेबल होता है, वन वन साइड में होता है, तो पर पेपर $267 आपको देना पड़ता है, विच इज अराउंड ₹24,000। तो पर पेपर आपका तीनों पेपर का मिला के आपका ₹75,000 आ जाता है पर एग्जामिनेशन कॉस्ट। दिस इज द एग्जामिनेशन कॉस्ट। और आपको एक छोटा सा पीटन नंबर लेना पड़ता है जो कि हो जाता है $19 का, 20 पकड़ लो आप लोग, तो अभी आपका कितना हो जाएगा, 1700-1800 रुपए के आसपास तक का। तो ओवरऑल कॉस्ट जो यूएस एनरोल एजेंट को करने के लिए आती है, दैट इज अराउंड फॉर 79,000 to 81,000 रुपीज। ओके, ये आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट है। और उसके लिए एक छोटा सा, बाद में जब आप तीनों पेपर क्लियर कर लोगे तो आपको एक $140 का लाइसेंस के लिए अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, जो 3 साल बाद में रिन्यू होता है। तो वो बहुत पुरानी बात की बात हो जाती है, वो 1 साल बाद में अप्लाई करना होता है। 1 साल बाद मतलब तीनों पेपर कंप्लीट होने के बाद में। ओवरऑल कॉस्ट यूएस टैक्सेशन के एनरोल एजेंट को करने के लिए आपको लगेगी नियर बाय $960, इंक्लूडिंग योर लाइसेंस एज वेल। तो आपको इन्वेस्ट कितना करना है, 80,000 से लेके 80 टू 83, 84, या फिर मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ 80 से 90,000 के बीच में आपको स्पेंड करना है फॉर दी एनरोल एजेंट कोर्स। बट ये सिंगल पेनी, दिस पेनी, एवरी सिंगल पेनी इज गोइंग इनटू विच पॉकेट, इनटू आईआरएस पॉकेट। यहाँ पर कुछ भी पैसा, हाँ, किसी इंस्टीट्यूट, किसी कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट के जेब में नहीं जा रहा है। सबका सब पैसा, एग्जामिनेशन पैसा is going into a IRS pocket, patent paisa is going into IRS pocket, license fees is also going into IRS pocket. What IRS is? It is the Internal Revenue Services. In short, in layman language, I can call it as Income Tax Department of USA. Okay? और इसके सेंटर्स कहाँ होते हैं, एनरोल एजेंट के कोर्स को करने के सेंटर्स इंडिया के अंदर 3 है, बैंगलोर, गुड़गांव एंड हैदराबाद। यहाँ पर आप स्लॉट बुक कर सकते हो और एग्जाम दे सकते हो। इन सेंटर्स को क्या कहलाया जाता है, इन सेंटर्स को प्रोमेट्रिक सेंटर्स कहलाया जाता है। बट एक चीज ध्यान रखना, इस ये जो भी फीस मैंने स्ट्रक्चर समझाया है आपको, वो सारा का सारा विदाउट कोचिंग है। ये सिर्फ प्योरली इस एग्जामिनेशन को अपियर करने की फीस है। कोई भी फीस आपकी उससे रिलेटेड नहीं है, कोचिंग से रिलेटेड नहीं है। ओके, यहां तक किसी को कोई डाउट है तो प्लीज बता दीजिए, और यहां पर हमारा पूरा का पूरा प्रेजेंटेशन भी खत्म हो जाता है। अब प्लीज टेल मी इफ यू गाइस हैव एनी डाउट और क्वेश्चन, देन वी कैन मूव अहेड। आई डोंट थिंक सो कि किसी को कोई भी प्रॉब्लम या कंसर्न आई है यहाँ पर. आई गेस आई हैव टेकन केयर ऑफ ऑल योर क्वेरीज. आई एम फ्रॉम राजस्थान, आई हैव मेंशन्ड. Okay, I have mentioned everything. I have given you all the details. My batches are starting from now. This was one of the kind of a batch for the students because few of them are my students as well. The actual classes are going to start from Saturday. If you wishes to join my classes, feel free to reach me out. You have my WhatsApp number, you have my contact number, you have my website. You will find my support address over there as well. You can reach me out, and definitely I can help you out in clearing the enroll agent exams. Batches are started. The batches have started. Everything whatever things that you need in order to clear the examination, you will receive it from my end, and I will make it sure till the end whether you will be able to clear, whether when until you do not clear your examination. And guys, thank you so much for attending this webinar. This webinar could not be a uh, I could not achieve this webinar without your support and anything. Okay, I'll guys, please take out your pen or paper or anything. My WhatsApp number is 911 655 6052. I'll narrate it one more time. My WhatsApp number is 911 655 6052. You can reach me out. I can give you the rest of the details for the enroll agent course, and whatever you feel like. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. 911 655 6052. 6052 ending. Great. So thank you so much. And if you guys join me, I will be your and faculty over there. I will be taking care of all the three parts, part वन, part टू and part थ्री. बहुत ही मजे से, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग ढंग से हम लोग इस चीज को पढ़ते हैं. मैं अपना प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करता हूँ when we teaching the courses. You will enjoy the course definitely with me. Thank you so much. It has been a great honor to serve you guys, sharing my all the knowledge and insights. And hope to see you someday soon. Take care. Bye.